Welcome to Macho Life, guys. This will go on to the beginning of the video because I almost forgot to talk about this stuff. I finally got my Zelda Breath of the Wild amiibo because they're like out of stock everywhere. They came back in stock around like last week or early this week on GameStop. So I bought it on GameStop and I went to go buy the Guardian one, but for some reason that one went out of stock even faster than the Zelda one, so I didn't get the Guardian one. So gotta keep my eyes open for that one because I don't want to spend a crazy amount of money just to get it. Then I also got my GameCube Game Boy adapter where I have to put this special disc into the GameCube and this part onto the bottom so I could play GameCube games because that'll be important for an upcoming maybe one or two, maybe even more Zelda playthroughs that we're going to do on the channel, me and Brandon. So there we go. Just wanted to show you guys that because I got that stuff. I also got something for my dad that he wanted, but I'm not going to show that on here because, yeah, I probably just shouldn't. But I'll leave it at that. So on to the rest of Macho Life. Hello and welcome to Macho Life, everybody. It's the Macho Miracle here. Oh boy. I already forgot what the day was, so I'm like, what this is supposed to be for. So let me double check that. Oh, that's easy. July 1st, 2017. Okay, so this is obviously being recorded late and will be uploaded late. I'm actually recording this on the 4th of July, and it'll also be uploaded and published on the 4th of July. So that's fun. But anyways, I'd like to tell you about my week. This will not be a long Macho Life at all. At least I don't plan it to be because, well, it's... not really much happened, you know. I did my internship stuff, and for my internship, I was actually alone this week. I was up at the church doing the things that the preacher wanted me to work on, and I worked on them, and I'm pretty sure I, you know, did got a lot done. Because out of the things that I could do, I got a lot done. One of the things I was supposed to do, I was supposed to look at like intros and outros for church sermons and stuff like that and then make some. So I worked on that quite a bit and still haven't come to a conclusion of exactly what to make, but I have started working on those. But I couldn't get the Premiere Pro on my laptop to work while I was up at the church, so I had to do it here at my computer at home. So once I figured out what's going on with Premiere, and then I figured out what it was actually, and it was that it was not updated. All my other Adobe apps were updated, but Premiere wasn't updated, which was causing problems for some reason. And then it wouldn't update. It would get almost done and then not. So I'm going to have to uninstall Premiere Pro and reinstall it, which I haven't been able to do because over the weekend I went on vacation with the family to St. Louis, and I didn't have time to do that. And I didn't figure out what the problem was with my laptop until like Friday night. So that sucks because I realized, wait, it's not updated because I went through and updated all of them and I wouldn't update it. So, and I realized that it's a few versions behind too. It's not even the most recent update, you know. It's still Premiere Pro 2017 on my laptop, but it's not like, I don't know, there's updates every once in a while. It's like 3 or 4 behind, so I don't know why it caused that big of a problem, but it did. So that's cool. Let's see, something else this week. I recorded with, I was going to go over to Brandon's and record with him. That didn't end up happening. He backed out on me because he's a jerk, I guess. I don't know. No, he wasn't feeling up for it that day. He wasn't feeling all that good, so it's all good, you know. We'll record all of that stuff some other time. So let me get more in the sunlight for you. So yeah, but I didn't get to go do that. And then let's see, was it Thursday night? Yeah, Thursday night. Will came over here for Will and Brandon and their friend Jake all have a YouTube channel together. I'll put a link to that channel in the description, where they play games and stuff like that too. Right now, I think Jake and Brandon are playing through Breath of the Wild. Jake's also playing through Dark Souls 3. They're playing another game that the name of the game escapes me right now. And then Will is playing Far Cry Primal, and Brandon and I are both there for that. And now I am a guest on their channel playing Infamous Second Son while Will's there with me. So Thursday night we recorded that, me and Will did. We recorded a few episodes of that, and we're going to try to this week, even though this week might not work out because it seems like I'm going to be pretty dang busy, and I'm going to be going to watch the new Spider-Man movie this upcoming week. So that'll be fun. I'm excited for that Spider-Man movie. But some other stuff I had to do for the church. I did my normal stuff. I tried to get the stuff for the sermon ready on Sunday. I got everything but one thing because this audio file was nowhere to be found, and I could not find it. So I looked on all kinds of stuff, and then I heard that it's possibly on a flash drive that I don't have, that only someone else has, and he was on vacation. So I was like, well, we'll just see how this goes then, because I was not going to be there on Sunday to help with all that stuff. Unfortunately, but it was okay. I actually talked to a guy today who works back there. He came in the cookies while my friend and I were eating, and asked how everything went. And he's like, well, we couldn't find one thing, but we ended up getting it figured out. I was like, well, good. I'm glad everything worked out, because I did feel kind of bad, but then again, my family and I have not went on vacation in like 5 years at least. It's probably been more. So we went on vacation together as a family. We went to St. Louis, Missouri, which is about a 4-hour drive from where I live, in southwest Missouri. So we went there, and since this only goes up to Saturday, I'll talk about what we did Saturday, but not for the rest of the trip. That'll be in next week's Macho Life. So that sucks, but that's how I'm going to do it. Even though I'm recording this late and it's already happened. So Saturday we went to St. Louis, and we met up with my uncle and my aunt who, had helped us get our hotel rooms and stuff like that. So, we went and dropped off all of our stuff at the hotel. And then after that, we went to a place called Fitz's, which is like they make their own soda, like it's a soda company. This is Fitz's. We bought some. This is right here, Fitz's Grape Pop, which is really good. I have also had, while I was there, I drank some root beer, which was probably the best root beer I've ever had in my life. Like, wow, it's so good. It's amazing, guys. I had a really good burger there, and all that good stuff is good burger. It's good food, but mostly they're known for their pop. My mom got a huge ice cream float, a root beer float. It was insane, dude. It was the Mount Everest, so there was 4 big scoops of chocolate ice cream on the top of the glass with root beer in it. The ice cream wasn't even touching the root beer at all yet when they brought it out to her. And then on the top was a big vanilla scoop of ice cream. So she had to shove that down in there, and then she ate that, and it was like, whoa, crazy. It looks super good, though. It looked really good. But yeah, I tried the root beer, and it was delicious. And then just the other day, I tried black cherry, and this might be the best black cherry pop I've ever had in my life. And honestly, the grape pop's the best grape pop I've ever had in my life. Fitz's pop is really good, guys. That's what I found out. So yeah, we did that. And then later that night, we went to Dave & Buster's. I've never been to a Dave & Buster's before. I had a pizza there. It's an appetizer. So it was like a really thin pizza, but it was really good. It was really good pizza. I really liked it. We watched the Cardinals game, St. Louis Cardinals. They won, so that was cool. And then after that, we went and played a bunch of arcade games and stuff like that. My little brother, we go over there, he slides his card in to play the game, which costs like 10 points, and we have 150 points on each one of our cards. It's one of those wheel spinning games, and one of the hands lands on the point value, and the other one lands on the times multiplier. And wow, this kid is lucky, because on his first game he played, he lands it on the 50 and the times 10. He got 500 tickets, and it was like, whoa! The jackpot, of course, being 1,000. But it was like, he got 500 tickets on his first try, guys. And I was like, he ended up having enough tickets at the end of the night to actually buy something. But me and my uncle played a lot of games together. We did some like Daytona racing games that were freaking awesome. Like, wow. We were going to play a Mario Kart game, but once we realized they weren't like tied together, because you could race against each other, like they were connected to each other, the Daytona ones. We were going to play a Mario Kart one until we realized, wait, they're not connected to each other, so we didn't. It looked fun though. It looked like a good amount of fun. We played House of the Dead 4, played some Connect 4. We played where you roll the balls, kind of like skee ball, but with the horses racing, so that's cool. I annihilated at Connect 4. And we play a lot of other games too. I had a really good time. Dave & Buster's is really awesome. Closest one to here is like Kansas City, I think. Maybe Tulsa. I don't know. So I'm hoping to go to Dave & Buster's again next time with friends, and I'll actually drink some stuff because it's like a Chuck E. Cheese's, but for adults and more adulty because it's more games than there is like ticket winning prizes and stuff like that. So I still have the card, and the card, you only have to buy one card and you can just reload it all the time, and it keeps all your tickets on there and stuff like that. That's how you get the tickets. Tickets get loaded to your card, and it's super awesome. And oh man, it was a really cool place. I like Dave & Buster's. And really, that's all we did Saturday. The ride up there wasn't as fun as I thought it would be because my 3DS died about an hour within the trip there, so didn't get to play as much Fire Emblem as I wanted on the way there, which sucked. But it's all good. But yeah, that was really my week. Well, okay, I had to work on a poster for the internship, which I'm pretty sure I'm done with. I just have to show the preacher once I get up there to work tomorrow, actually. But that's what I worked on last week for this week's Macho Life. I worked on some posters, and I worked on some intro and outro stuff for his sermons that we're going to be uploading to Vimeo, quite possibly. And what else did I do? I got sermon stuff ready, and since there weren't very many events going on and stuff like that, I didn't take a lot of photos or anything like that. But it was fun stuff. I did some other things too, but those are little piddly things, so not really worth talking about or anything like that. But hey, it was all right. It'll be nice to have the youth minister and the minister back, because the youth minister was off at camp, so it'll be nice to have them back. So when I don't have anything to do, I will be able to work on something. But I found stuff to do, so that's good. I actually found stuff to do. I didn't just dilly-daddly and do whatever the heck and be lazy and whatever. I actually did stuff. So it actually made the week go by way faster than I thought it was going to. With those two not there, it made it go by way faster. And it was awesome. So, but I was supposed to wait for like 2 packages that I never saw. I never saw them because they said they'd be on the porch, and I never saw them on the porch ever. Not once. So I don't know if they're on the porch or if maybe they're under the carport, but where I couldn't see them, I really don't know. I really do not know. I am not sure. I never saw them. I even went over there, to where they would be dropped off at, and physically looked in front of my face, and I just had no boxes because I was looking across. I'm like, I want to go over there and look because the UPS guys might be behind them somewhere. But no, that was not the case. I could not find these 2 boxes. So I hope we actually got them. That'd be nice. I hope so. They're important. They're important stuff. So, but yeah, that was my week. So there we go. That was Macho Life for the week of July 1st. Played games, watched stuff. Did some catching up at home on stuff that I needed to watch, and did internship stuff, and it was the start of my vacation on Saturday, so yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next Macho Life. Toodaloo.